Hi friends, what is the best shotgun in Apex Legends Season 14? With the EVA 8 buff this season, I thought it would be good to look at all the shotguns and see which is the best this season, because I'm seeing a lot more people using shotguns. I've tried to come up with a logical way for us to find out what might be the best shotgun, although I should say there is always an element of personal preference, so use the stats and analysis in this video to give you some guidance, but always go with what you feel comfortable with. You'll see in this video I'm going to give scores for several important categories that include damage, fire rate, mag size, DPS, TTK, and also popularity based on a poll I put out on YouTube. Currently in the game, we've got the Mozambique, the Peacekeeper, the EVA 8, and the Mastiff. Mastiff's in the care package, so it might be a little bit unfair for comparison, but we might as well include it. Let's start by looking at which of these shotguns in Season 14 has the highest damage output per shot. And you can see in this table the Mozambique does a total of 45 damage, while the Mastiff does a total of 112 damage, the Peacekeeper does 99 damage, and the EVA 8 does 7 damage per pellet, and it was recently changed this season to only have 8 pellets, meaning it has a total damage of 56 as you can see. That means the Mastiff clearly wins this category. So let's give the Mastiff a 10 out of 10, and then the others will adjust by deducting 1 per descending order. And we'll keep this score going throughout the categories, because then we'll be able to pick a winner based on the scoring. The next category we have is for the fastest fire rate. Unsurprisingly, the EVA 8 has the fastest fire rate at 138 rounds per minute. That's after its buff in Season 14. The Mozambique is a close second though, before a big drop in fire rate to the Mastiff and Peacekeeper, so the EVA 8 gets maximum points in this category. Next, let's look at which shotgun has the largest magazine capacity. We all know having a few extra shots in terms of magazine capacity can make a big difference, especially for those of you that know you're going to miss a few shots. Here we can see the EVA 8 comes out on top because it has a magazine capacity of 8 compared to the 6 for the Mozambique, the 5 for the Peacekeeper, and the 4 for the Mastiff. Again, that means the EVA 8 gets maximum points here. Moving on, we've got DPS, which stands for damage per second, something that's fairly important when you face someone with a faster firing weapon. Again, the EVA 8 comes out on top here with a DPS of 129, which is the best out of any shotgun. The Mastiff is a close second though with 123 because it's helped by its higher damage output. And then you can see a bit of a drop to the Mozambique and the Peacekeeper. Let's move on to the next category, and we've got time to kill. This is based on body shots to enemies with purple Evo shields. Again, the Mastiff comes out on top. It has the most damage out of any of the shotguns. The EVA 8 comes in a close second thanks to its fast fire rate though. It's also interesting to see that the Mozambique in fact has a faster time to kill than the Peacekeeper, although of course you do have to hit a few more shots with the Mozambique to achieve this compared to the Peacekeeper. The final category I'm going to look at is how popular each of these weapons are, and for this I put out a poll to my community on YouTube to see what people thought, and the clear favourite here is the Mastiff with 40% of the votes. It's followed by the EVA 8 with 31%, then the Peacekeeper, and then the Mozambique. And it seems like the Mozambique isn't super popular, and that might just be because it's a little bit underrated compared to these other slightly more powerful shotguns. Anyway, for popularity that means the Mastiff wins it. So those are all the categories. Take a look at this overview and you can see the winner for each of the categories that we've gone through. You can see there's a bit of a draw between the EVA 8 and the Mastiff, both having won 3 categories. You did see though through the categories I was giving a score, so if we add up each of these scores, we can find a winner for the best shotgun in Apex Legends Season 14, and you can see in the table it's the EVA 8 that just about takes the victory, although the Mastiff is very close behind. So there you have it, the EVA 8 is the best shotgun in Apex Legends Season 14 if you think about the key categories for comparing weapons. I do think it's worth saying before we wrap up this video though, that I think all the shotguns are fairly strong this season, and each has its use in different situations, and that definitely includes the Peacekeeper, even though technically it came out bottom in this analysis. In fact, it feels like there are a lot of strong weapons this season, which is good. But this should just help you decide if there's lots of shotguns lying on the ground, which one you might want to practice with, and which one you might want to consider picking up first. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.